Hi, yeah. So about 4 years ago in grade 12, I was trying to decide between studying at UBC or Waterloo. Now, I wanted to go to UBC because I think Vancouver is just a really nice city. I'm a photographer, so I think there'll be a lot of cool pictures to shoot there, and I think I'll just have like a lot of fun there for 4 years for my uni career. So I tell my Chinese mom this, and she's like, "Huh? 你想去UBC 学习干嘛呀？你这个有华德福的 offer 了," which translates to, "Why do you want to go to UBC? You already have Waterloo's offer." And she also like lectures me, so source WeChat. But yeah, look at me, I'm here now. So in my first year, I just rotted away for like 8 months. I only left to go to class, eat Lizzie's at the plaza, and go visit some of my friends in V1. And this was their view. I'm like kind of glad I didn't get to go there for first year, but also pretty miserable. And to kind of cut through that misery a bit, I got into film photography. Ta-da! Yeah. And because film, I need to develop my film now, and I need to go to a lab to just develop my film. And a friend recommended this place in downtown Kitchener, so I have no choice but to finally venture outside my circle of doom that I spent so long in, and I go travel across the city to go to this film lab, which is fine. I get my film developed, but on the way back, I come across a thrift store, and inside the thrift store, I find this. Yeah, and the cover caught my eye. It's just like a nice picture, but then I look closer and realize that huh? Yeah, I look closer and then realize that wait, this is V1, a place that I thought was like a disgusting brick prison for my sad friends to live in. It's actually it's so picturesque, so beautiful here. That's crazy. Also, it's $5, so yeah, I buy it. And then to keep this story short, I also discovered that there's a second book called Images of Waterloo right here. So I buy both of the books, I take them home, but I want to show you some of the pictures that I found. Gonna click. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I almost don't believe what I see. All these images are of scenes that I've gone to countless times before. I've never really taken this really a stop to kind of appreciate all these places. But here in these books, they're being shown with such intention and thought. This is DC. Right after it was built in the late 1980s. And for me, this was just a sad little prison for me to go to in first and second year to do my assignments and grind away and co-op and cry. But here it's being shown as a place where people got together, interacted, and mingled, which I think is so cool. And this project, these books and these photos really fascinated me. And I want to learn more about who was behind it. And that's pretty simple. Maurice Green. I've never heard of Maurice Green. You probably never heard of him either. So I want to learn more about him. So I do some searching. No, not him. No, definitely not him. Not him either. And a photographer, and okay, probably not. I thought this guy would be pretty well documented online, especially by Waterloo, but that clearly wasn't the case. So I was able to do some more searching, and eventually I narrowed my search down, and I find this really old bulletin, and eventually also his obituary. Maurice Green died in 2011, but not before being Waterloo's first official photographer, and also leaving behind his mark on the UW community. He preserved its growth, its life, and its uniqueness as a place born of mud and dreams. However, I never really truly felt any of his impact when I first came here. And even after discovering his work, there's still this void felt in my soul where I feel like I'm missing that connection to the university. I'm just, I think it's so sad. And in fact, Images and Refractions of Waterloo, those two were books that were meant to be part of an ongoing series of books. They were published in 1980 and 1992, but those were the last books to ever be published. And all of the original artists who worked on those works died. Now, Maurice saw something that was very special in the very early development of UW, and he took that chance to kind of dedicate decades of his life to capturing it. I feel like we should preserve what made this place so special to him and everyone else all those years ago, so we ourselves can continue to find new ways to breathe life into the spaces we find ourselves in. And being a photographer, I feel like one of the ways I can accomplish that goal is by kind of taking my own photos of the campus, just like Marie's and the original team did all those years ago. So as I start to go out and look for my own stories to document, I discover kind of my favorite underrated buildings on campus. Even though I've never really taken the DC Bridge all that much for classes, when I see it getting torn down, I'm just really, truly sad about it. I don't know why. And I'm just starting to see like all the little things on campus that make it so special. Now, and also I've been getting more involved in like the cool events that happen at UW that I've never seen in first year or never like thought to explore. And I've started to carve out like my own little community that I've been so desperately wanting in first year. Yeah, so I'm like, over the years, I've been taking like hundreds of photographs of this place, and I realized that I probably have enough to make my own photo book of Waterloo, and that's what I did. I'm calling it Refractions of Waterloo, and yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah. I'm calling it Refractions of Waterloo, and it's like basically my own little take on like kind of the work that went in, or that like Marie Screen and everyone else did all those years and years ago. Clicker. Now, a lot of these images that I put into this book are nothing extraordinary. They're not like cool sports photos or like really just sick shots. They're just like of very mundane things. But I think that's the beauty in it. You know, they're there just to kind of capture the everyday moments that we often overlook. And we should just kind of put more appreciation into what's underappreciated. And I want to inspire you guys to kind of go out and dig deeper, just explore, and find the stories that make your space or community feel special, just like how I did. Now, if you want to learn more about my book, and maybe even get your hands on it, I have a website. There will be updates. But I think what would be really cool is for my next version of this book is for you guys to be in it. I have my camera up here, and I think it would be really cool for you guys all to like, I don't know, do heart chains? Yeah. So like, to the person to the left and the right of you, I can't see you guys. Maybe can you get the lights? Okay, everyone, on the count of 3, I'm gonna like pan around. I don't know, say, what should you guys say? I don't know. Socratica, 3, 2, 1. I got it. Cool. Thank you, guys.